Everyone talks about strength, about power, about muscles, about anger, about domination, but Japan's deadliest warriors didn't fight with rage, they fought with calm. They didn't scream, they didn't boast, they didn't lose control. They mastered something far more dangerous, discipline without emotion. This is the story of the samurai, and why their mindset still beats motivation today. When people imagine samurai, they see swords, armor, battles, blood, but that's not the real secret. The real secret was inside their minds. Samurai were trained to remove emotion from action. No panic, no excitement, no hesitation, only execution. They believed that emotions make you weak. Discipline makes you unstoppable. From childhood, a samurai was trained not to chase happiness, not to chase comfort, not to chase praise, but to chase mastery. Every day, sword practice, breathing control, meditation, silence, repetition, again and again and again. A samurai didn't train when he felt motivated. He trained because it was his duty. Rain, he trained. Cold, he trained. Tired, he trained. Bored, he trained. No excuses. Samurai followed Bushido, the way of the warrior. Its core rules: honor, discipline, respect, self-control, loyalty. But one rule stood above all: master your emotions. Anger clouds judgment. Fear breaks focus. Pride invites mistakes. So samurai learned to feel without being controlled. They could feel fear, but still move forward. They could feel pain, but still fight. They could feel loss, but still serve. Emotion existed, but it never led. Discipline led. Samurai training was brutal. They practiced with real swords, against real opponents, with real danger. Mistakes meant injury, sometimes death. They trained in darkness, in heat, in snow, in exhaustion. Why? Because battle is never comfortable. So, comfort was removed from training. If you can stay calm in misery, you can stay calm anywhere. That was their philosophy. Samurai culture didn't celebrate loud heroes. They respected quiet mastery. The best warrior wasn't the loudest. He was the calmest. He didn't talk about his skills, he showed them. He didn't seek applause, he sought perfection. They believed if you need attention, you lack discipline. True power is silent. Samurai didn't rely on talent. Talent is unreliable. Some days it shows up, some days it doesn't. So they built systems, daily routines, fixed schedules, strict habits, wake up, train, study, serve, rest, repeat, no debate. Their lives were automated by discipline. Just like Rome, just like Mongols, different cultures, same truth, systems beat emotion. One of the strangest parts of samurai training was silence. They spent hours sitting still. No phone, no music, no talking, just breathing, just awareness. Why? Because a distracted mind is a weak mind. If you cannot control your thoughts, you cannot control your actions. Samurai learned to observe emotions. Without reacting, anger would rise. They watched it. Fear would appear. They breathed through it. Doubt would whisper. They ignored it. They didn't fight emotions. They mastered them. Stillness created clarity. Clarity created precision. In battle, decisions happen in seconds. Hesitate for one moment, and you die. So samurai trained their minds to be fast and calm at the same time. No overthinking, no panic, no second guessing. They trusted their training. Just like a pilot trusts instruments, just like an athlete trusts muscle memory. Preparation removed fear, because when you know you are ready, emotion loses power. Samurai were not perfect. They failed. They lost fights. They missed strikes. They made mistakes. But they never blamed. No blaming weather. No blaming luck. No blaming others. Every failure meant train harder. Every loss meant improve more. Pain became feedback. Weakness became instruction. That mindset built legends. Modern people think in days. Samurai thought in decades. They didn't ask, what will help me this week? They asked, what will shape me for life? They invested in skills. Character. reputation, discipline, things that grow slowly but never collapse. They understood fast success fades, slow mastery lasts. Despite their strength, samurai were humbled, they bowed. They listened, they learned. They believed. Arrogance blocks growth. The moment you think you are good enough, you stop improving. So they stayed students forever. Even masters trained like beginners. Samurai didn't aim for perfect days. They aimed for consistent days. Some days were strong. Some days were weak. Didn't matter. They showed up anyway. Progress is not about perfect moments. It is about repeated effort. Every single day. For samurai, failure wasn't just losing. It was dishonor. They believed. Your word is your life. Your duty is your identity. If you failed your duty, you failed yourself. That pressure created monsters of discipline. They didn't quit. They adapted. They didn't complain. They improved. Now, let's talk about you. Right now. In 2026. Most people live emotionally. They work when they feel like it. They train when they're excited. They quit when it gets hard. Motivation controls them. That's weakness. Samurai live differently. They built systems. They said, I act first. I feel later. Imagine living like that. Going to the gym even when tired. Working even when bored. Studying even when lazy. Not extreme. Just disciplined. What could you become? Samurai didn't look for shortcuts. They trusted repetition. One move. 10,000 times. One technique. 10,000 times. One habit. 10,000 days. Slow progress. Permanent results. Modern people want speed. Samurai chose mastery. History rewards mastery. The strongest samurai were invisible. No drama, no flexing, no noise, just presence. When they entered a room, people felt it. Not because they were loud, because they were controlled. That is real confidence. Samurai teach us one truth. If your life depends on emotion, it will collapse. If your life depends on discipline, it will endure. Motivation fades. Discipline remains. Energy fades. Systems remain. Feelings change. Habits stay. The samurai are gone. Their armor is dust. Their swords are museums. Their names are history. But their mindset lives. In athletes. In leaders. In creators. In anyone who chooses discipline. You don't need more hype. You need more control. You don't need more motivation. You need more structure. Build quietly. Train daily. Improve patiently. Let time speak for you. And if this samurai lesson quietly sharpened your mindset, a like, a share, or a subscribe might just be your modern way of honoring discipline in a noisy world.